Hello, Guilders. Welcome into Sunday Night Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your humble host, Timbo the Wizard. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm here with an incredible cast of folks, and we're going to be doing the finale of Exploits of Golden Shadows, the spectacular Showdown. Welcome in. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Beard Sorcery, ! Sponsor in the chat for all that good information. Follow the referral link there and use code Timbo the Wizard to get 15% off excellent beard products. High quality essential oils, beard combs, and the like. Enjoy. And with that, let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's go around the table and have my lovely folks introduce themselves. Mystrich, why don't you go first?
Hello, I'm Mystrich. I stream over on twitch.tv/Mystrich. I do a lot of TTRPG stuff on my channel, as well as a bunch of different games. I'm excited. I'm playing Brennard Kenneth. Also, both me and Brennard use he, him.
Perfect. Next, Raichkyu, why don't you go?
I'm Raichkyu. I play Ellida, the wild magic sorcerer, Asmar, and we both use she, her.
Beautiful. Next, Domino.
Hi, I'm Domino RBG, part-time streamer over at twitch.tv/Domino RBG, and I play the elf warlock, Cera. She uses the pronouns she, they, and I use he, they. I forgot our own pronouns.
It's okay.
It's okay. There's a nervous energy to the stream tonight, and I'm here for it. And last but certainly not least, Galaxy.
Hi, I'm Just Galaxy. I do not stream on Twitch, but you can find me on YouTube at Just Galaxy, or you can find me on TikTok at Galaxiebot. I am playing Melu Goodsong, the Drow cleric of Balinor, and both of our pronouns are they, them.
Just wait, that Galaxy Twitch stream, it's gonna happen one day, and it's gonna be something.
Trying.
Oh, just wait. All right, welcome in everybody. Does anybody want to do the recap of what happened last time?
Why don't we do a collaborative recap?
I like that idea.
And all that.
Sure.
Sure. Let's do that, so that way everybody can have inspiration.
Definitely wasn't my plot the whole time.
Yeah.
So
When
we
did we
picked up where we
start?
left off.
So we started with exploring the secret passages that we found over by the portraits. We went through this one first, and we located Father Sanguine in a library. But it was kind of weird that he had been in here because he was like, yeah, I came in a few days ago and the door closed, and I just can't get past this statue that's blocking the doorway. And he seemed very nonchalant about being in this undisturbed ancient laboratory library.
Oh yeah, dude had a really weird energy about him.
He really did. I remember that. And then he attacked us, didn't he?
Well, after Melu got in an argument with the statue.
Oh, right. Yeah, didn't that start with them trying to be like, you should let us through? I'm the chosen of Balinor, and then he said, not my chosen of Balinor?
Not my chosen.
He was so offended by the fact that you had replaced his fave.
I was also deeply offended that he reacted the way he did.
Everybody was offended, but yeah, then we noticed that Father Sanguine was a little weird. Noticed that his fingers were a little black. He had some Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness energy going on about him.
And don't forget our ghost friend, who, upon entering the room, just retreated immediately.
Our ghost friend has a name. It's Caden. How dare you?
Caden. And then Caden was like, that guy looks like the guy who took my friends.
And Ellida was like, "Aw, shit."
Aw, shit.
Rush back. So we fight Father Sanguine. Cera may have immediately killed one of the shadows that he summoned. It's fine. The rest got put to rest properly. And Father Sanguine also just proceeded to rock Cera's shit.
Yes, that did happen.
But we beat him, and Cera took a nap, and you guys can talk about what happened after.
While Cera took a nap, Brennard went to, like, make things in the laboratory. I'll let him talk about that. But Melu, no, I don't think Melu was, like, hanging out with Cera, and Ellida went to, like, check out the rest of the area that we were in, and proceeded to walk into a room where Viola was, and Viola was like, Ellida, save me! And then charmed Ellida. And then Ellida came and talked to us and got some thieves' tools from Brennard. And then she went back to the room, and Melu tried to follow, and she was like, no, don't follow me. And Melu was like, why though? And Ellida wouldn't answer, and then proceeded to, like, lock Melu out of the area, and Melu summoned Facet, and Facet was being super cryptic at them, all while Ellida was releasing what turned out to be a succubus from a cage.
Yep. And bye-bye, succubus. Succubus left. Also, Ellida also helped Caden pass over to the other side. Before that,
yes,
so that, I feel like that was very important. And yeah, and then we have a succubus on the loose that I'm pretty sure isn't going to get addressed.
She went into the Underdark. That was apparently connected to this room, and we did not realize.
And then they got Cera. We're like, oops, let a succubus loose. And Sarah's like, it's fine, whatever. And Sarah they went and checked out the room with all these, like, weird, I don't know, it was like weird, really powerful beings. Oh, machinery after that, yeah.
Yeah, the machinery was after it.
Which was connected to a room that had all this machinery and memory machinery, and Melu and Cera both had experiences that, if you want to talk about them.
Melu got to see Reuven's final moments. They're a little fucked up about it. Reuven was the previous Chosen of Valinor, I should clarify. But they got to see him, like, fighting some big demon thing and trying to, like, throw it into a portal, and he, like, went in with it, and it cut off his antler, and that was like the last thing they saw, and they were processing that, and then Cera took a turn.
Yeah, Cera just saw flashbacks of war, fighting demons. Totally didn't trigger her PTSD. It's fine.
It totally did not.
Cera.
And that's where we ended, with Cera literally saying the words, I saw war.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So diving back in, y'all find yourself in this kind of somewhat musty, forbidden section of the library. Y'all are having this somewhat tense conversation. What do you do from here?
What do you mean you saw war?
Exactly that. Just war, armies clashing. It all felt very real, though. But I just saw flashes of battles with looked like demons, and then our armies of a coalition of different races, things like that. Very different than what you saw.
So you didn't see any specific people?
No.
Melu just kind of stares at the machine.
Alita's just gonna be like, I wonder if it would be different for me?
It's possible.
Looking back over at the machine, it kind of like the inner lights that had lit up the crystals before, as like that had lit it up when you entered the room, they've kind of dimmed in nature, and it doesn't look like in the screen is kind of dimmed as well. It doesn't look necessarily operational.
Oh, it looks dead.
Well, that's weird. It only had 2 charges in it?
I guess so.
Interesting.
Brennard might be able to.
Good luck getting him out of that room.
Right, I forgot he was not wanting to leave.
Refusing. Refusing is probably the better word.
We can also say, let's say for brevity's sake as well, that it's been the final length of time. So Brennard, you would be finishing up polishing your work at this point.
Sarah's going to look around this room some more.
Yeah, I think Melu is going to help Cera look around.
Alright, and Brennard is going to blow off his work. He puts one ring on his finger, and then he'll go out looking for the rest of the group.
Sure. You would see the open door to the north of you. You would also see to the east, right here, from the rest of the party side, they would see that hallway. But from your side, you would see a fountain. What alignment is Brennard?
Brennard is... Let me actually double check. I believe he's lawful good. Yes, he is.
You see the fountain is bubbling with pure, pristine water, as it's just kind of sitting there gurgling very quietly.
Well, I know that they were arguing with the statue, so I guess I would end up going north. And then
Absolutely. And coming in, you would see much the same as the rest of the party, and the I believe that door would have been open as well. So as y'all are having this discussion, like taking another look around the room, Brennard arrives.
Oh, look who decided to show up. Hey.
Oh, look who decided to go on ahead. And
maybe you should look at this machine.
Sure, but first, and he grabs the other ring he's been working on, which is this wooden band with like deer antlers carved out of it, and he'll toss it towards Melu.
Melu will catch it and be like, "Oh, this is so pretty. What is it?"
And so Brennard will explain. I'm about to go copy and paste this.
I love Melu so much.
I know.
They're baby.
They are baby. Oh, this is a lovely ring. What is it?
What does it do? I know it's Brennard, so I know it does something.
You're getting married?
You're not getting married.
Whoa.
Melu's like, I'm not sure I'm interested in that.
So it is the Ring of Balinor's Stag. It has 3 charges. You can expend a charge to conjure a spectral ram that attacks one creature in 60 feet, or to break an object within 60 feet of you.
What?
I made you a handout in the Roll20 as well.
Thank you. Wait. Oh, haha.
Melu just has so many friends on them at all times now.
I do. I just have a ram friend now. Oh, Melu is going to resist the urge to immediately use it. And just be like, "Oh, that's so cool, Brennard. Now I have a sheep. I could just have a sheep whenever I want." Thank you. I didn't know you were making something for me.
Well, you know, if I had more time, I would have been able to finish some other stuff. But I figured I couldn't waste too long.
Lena gives him a look.
Sarah's like, we do have a mission to accomplish.
Yeah.
And Brennard is going to take a look at this machine and kind of go over it. Should I roll Arcana?
Sure, give me an Arcana check, and Cera, go ahead and make me an investigation check as you look around. What's Cera looking for specifically, if anything?
You know, she doesn't really have anything that she's looking for in particular. I know that you said that there were multiple potions in, like, around the room, that they were locked up. They were like swirling with words and letters, things like that. But Cera was just looking to see if there was maybe anything else that would stand out to her.
Sure. And this might be on my end, but there is a door because, like, it might not be visible from your guys' perspective, but there is a door right there to the south as well. But yeah. Okay. So, with a 19, Brennard, you're looking at the machine and you see that it is connected into the same kind of piping infrastructure conduits that go around the perimeter of the room. These conduits like arc around the room, going like diving into the machine from like, it looks like they use this path, kind of this direction, and they go into the machine proper. But you also see the conduit lance out this direction towards this room that Cera is by. It looks like the machine is pretty dead though. Like, it doesn't seem like, kind of similar to the bench that you were using in order to make these marvelous gifts that you've given to Melu. It seems that it was just running on whatever residual power that was running through this circuit. And it seems that it's been expended.
Oh, Timbo. Question. Yeah. So the memories that we saw when we were plugged into that machine, are those just our memories now?
Yeah, you remember those memories. So yes.
Oh.
Horrible.
And it was from like a first person perspective, right? Like, and it was more than just like viewing a video, you know what I mean? It was full dive, right?
That's why I'm like, oh, are those just our memories now?
Right. From your perspective, it happened to you.
Yeah. Oh, holy crap.
Oh no.
Oh.
I was briefly distracted from the existential crisis by the ring, but then they were right back to it.
Yeah, no, Sarah's going to open this door to try and keep her mind off of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the door, and opening the door, it seems to be like basically the kind of standard door that you all have encountered up till this point. And going inside, you see that the room appears to be like a janitorial closet almost. There's like mops and brooms, cleaning equipment, all kinds of stuff in there. And like with the 9 investigation sitting on top of that, like on like a bucket, you find a small list.
Let's pick that list up. Let's take a look at it.
Sure. It seems to be pretty random, a random assortment of just like cleaning supplies that are running low.
Cera raises her eyebrow.
The closet is also quite filled, right? So it's not like you can step into it. Yeah.
Oh.
Melu's gonna walk over to Cera and be like, what did you find? Is that just a broom closet?
Looks like it's just a broom closet.
Are we sure it's just a broom closet?
We can start taking stuff out to see if it's just a broom closet.
Okay, I'll start taking things out. they start taking things out. They were looking for an activity to do that wasn't thinking.
You need help?
I was like, sure, but I mean, I've got it, but like, sure.
Okay.
So, Ellida, as you walk over, you see Cera holding the piece of parchment. And just, I think, instinctively, like in the back of your mind, Caden Chapman's words ring in your head.
Mind the list.
The list, she says. She says the list is a distraction. The list is a distraction. Can I take the paper from Cera?
Sure. I mean, Sarah's call, right?
Elida's trying to grab the paper.
Sarah's just like moving it away from her, like, what do you stop it?
No, Caden said something about the list.
Okay.
There.
And?
I need to look at it. Let me look at it.
Okay, manners.
Please?
Here.
Thank you. And Elida's gonna look at the list and see if there's any patterns in the words or anything that she can notice, like anything that might look like a code.
Sure, go ahead and make me an investigation check. And if anybody else wants to help, they can. You can have advantage.
Okay, who's gonna help me?
Melu can certainly try and point things out while you read things out loud to them as they move things out of this closet.
I love that. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and roll that with advantage. Nice. So the 18, you, as you're kind of listing the things out, Melu, you're going to grab each individual object, and there's like almost a spark that jumps between you and the thing. And so, what are you doing with these objects that that Ellida is calling out, rather?
I think they're setting them in the room away from the other things that they're pulling out, because they're probably having to move things to be able to get to them. And they're setting them in a separate pile and trying to like look and see if there's like a specific arrangement, or if I feel more energy coming off of them in a specific arrangement.
Sure, and in fact, as you put them all together, as you kind of coalesce them, the listed items, you feel like them begin to surge a little bit with energy, and as the leader calls out the last item on the list and you put it with the group, the door slams shut and all of the items like dematerialize, and the door opens once more, and you find that there is not a broom closet there, and instead it opens into a small... The best way would be to describe it as a safe.
Oh.
And sitting on it's quite small. And sitting on 6 individual plinths, you see encased in glass domes are magical items, kind of sitting there, just idly.
Oh.
Here we go again.
Oh.
We can just smash and grab this time, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, no one owns this. I think.
We should probably take a look first.
Sorry, as you step in, lights click on in the room.
Oh, okay. So what are the items that are on the pedestals?
On the pedestals. Hold on, let me change the music real quick.
Yeah, what we got going on here?
One of those looks like potentially a dragon idol, so that's a good sign.
One of those potentially could be a dragon idol.
On the backmost pedestal back here, as you've correctly spotted, you do see a dragon idol. And thank you to System Recoded for the lovely image that they were kind enough to donate. Super cool individual. Make sure you check them out on Twitter. Very, very cool person.
Let's go!
Oh, it looks so cool.
We love you, System.
We love you, System!
We love you, System.
And he did this completely for free, which was incredibly cool of him. So just like on a whim. So thank you so much, System. I super appreciate it, Mark.
So in other words, you should all go pay him double for your art.
Yes.
Yes.
Double the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. But yeah, so sitting on that backmost pedestal, you see in its pink pearlescent glory the dragon idol. And the other pedestals, you see a number of other items. A large silver horn that is embossed with angelic figures. A large like kind of staff that is kind of propped up against the dome itself, and it's also kind of engraved in Ellida, you recognize it as celestial. You also see a breastplate that is kind of sitting there. It has like a large ornamentation of the sun, like standing on like almost as a standard. And then you also see a kind of like it's like a brace of daggers kind of sitting on one of the on the other pedestal. And this one, they kind of look like they're almost like phasing a little bit through their holders themselves, like you can almost see them through the leather of the brace. But the thing that catches your eye, Melu, the most, sitting kind of innocuously opposite to the dragon idol, is a large antler.
What?
Oh.
Melu is immediately trying to like examine the pedestal to see if they can figure out how to open it.
Absolutely. You see that each pedestal, as y'all are looking, has a multifaceted lock inside of it, and it seems to have 3 different like holes for keys that you would need to unlock.
Melu just very quietly is sitting there like, why is it always locked? Why is everything always locked? It's so deep in the ground. Why does it need to be locked? And then they start
This is kind of how security works. Ellida, go get Brennard, please.
Oh, she looks back. She's like, where? My God.
Melu's already got their hand axe out. They're like,
Brennard!
oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. And they put their hand axe back.
Yeah, Sarah's just like, please, just last resort, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Brennard.
Yep.
We found stuff that you should check out over here.
Alright,
You should
weren't you
also
having me
say that
check this
maybe we-
out?
Well, can you check out 2 things?
No.
Maybe 7.
They're in different rooms.
Can you please check out this stuff? Over here. Thank you.
Here, Sarah Colt, we found the dragon idol. Amongst other things. Gestures at the horn. And then she gestures at Melu.
Yeah, Melu's like, I would really like this to be opened, but we should probably prioritize the dragon idol.
Yeah, you wanna secure that real quick? Brennard.
You'd be able to pick this lock.
Yeah, so first of all, I will check for any sort of traps or mechanisms like that once my character sheet wants to work.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a straight thieves tools check to as you test around for traps.
Okay. My character sheet is being unbought.
Love when that happens.
Yeah.
It literally will not open.
Hey, just for like posterity's sake, Melu is going to use Eyes of the Grave.
Sure.
You know, that's fair.
There are no undead presence that you
Cool.
can
Just making sure.
And were
Though
there
it look-
anything in the first 4 plinths or no?
Yes. Sorry. So the leftmost dagger, the leftmost plinth has the brace of daggers. The rightmost one has the horn on it. The bottom left one has the quarterstaff looking weapon, and the bottom rightmost one has the breastplate.
All right, and so I have my gloves of thievery too. So that is
Forgo the gloves of thievery for this roll
okay.
specifically, just because you're doing just the trap check, right?
okay. And then that's also at +2.
So 14
Or,
total.
sorry, +3. Proficiency bonus is 3, and I have a double proficiency bonus on tools.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So 17 total.
Yes, and don't
Hell yeah.
ignore that it shot my flamethrower. For some reason, my character sheet is being super laggy tonight.
Yeah, no worries.
I finally got it to open, and it just said, "Hey, you're shooting the flamethrower now."
Oh no. Please no flame.
With the 17, you can tell that these locks are definitely trapped. If you were to attempt to attacking the dome or fail the lock picking, insert an incorrect key and attempt to open the lock, it would set off an alarm of some nature. It would set off some kind of security measure. You're not sure what though.
Okay, I'll let the others know that there's definitely security, but I'm gonna pick the locks then.
Absolutely, go ahead and make that roll.
Are you just about to pick all of these locks?
And
I gave you your stuff back.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I was assuming you would have given him the gloves
said
back.
These are mine now.
These are my gloves. I made these. What?
But they fit my outfit so well.
Oh my God! I just remembered how she's dressed still. Oh my God.
And she's
And
bright
blue.
blue.
And blue.
And blue.
She's blue.
Every time we remind you.
Devastating.
All right, so then that's the gloves give me a +5, I believe.
I think that's correct.
Okay, yeah. All right, so then this is gonna be at +8 from what I rolled.
In addition to whatever modifiers already happening on it.
Yeah, so it's a 19 for that.
19. A 19 is not enough. This lock is much more difficult than you anticipated. Yeah,
I would actually like to save my face
absolutely.
and get a +3 to that.
Nice. Which puts you at 22, which is enough.
Holy shit.
Brennard does not fail in front of his friends.
I appreciate him for it.
I'm mostly holy shitting at like the complexity of this lock.
Also that.
So you're like going to. You think that this is like your fairly standard lock, and you're not making any mistakes, but you're like. In the moment, you recognize that there is like some kind of internal mechanism inside this lock that you had not initially accounted for, but you're able to make that split-second adjustment in order to save it, and you hear the lock click inside. However, there are 2 more keyholes on the pedestal.
Ooh, all for just one?
All for just one.
Wow.
Each pedestal has 3 locks on it.
All of this just for one.
Let's go again. Oh, I'm gonna spin my inspo.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, that's a 30. Or sorry,
that does it.
29.
Let's go.
That does it. Again, this lock, slightly different than the first lock. It seems to be putting you through your paces, but again, you make a quick adjustment and you hear it click as the second lock comes undone. You're unlocking the dragon idol, right?
Yes.
Go ahead
I
and
was
put your
about to say,
character by that.
please be unlocking the dragon idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's a 24.
24 is enough. With a third and fateful click, the third lock pops, and with the dome opens, almost like levitating into the air like magic, and you see in all its glory the dragon idol sitting there.
Oh, hello there.
All right, and
Finally.
Brennard will, without missing a beat, turn around and start working on the staghorn.
Thank you.
Perfect. And that's going to be enough as well. With a click, the first lock comes undone. Second lock, undone. Third lock, undone.
Boom.
Click. Again, floating out the dome. You see the horn sitting there, and Melu, it is almost like sparkling to you in this kind of low light of the magical torches. And as, like, I think almost subconsciously, you reach your hand out to touch it, the moment you make contact with the antler, there's like a flash of light that illuminates the chamber, and a couple of things happen. First, Melu, your horns become what you always envisioned them to be. What does that look like?
So I would say that Melu's antlers have always looked like white, kind of in that early stage of antlers, like the fuzzy kind, but they're specifically red deer antlers, so like a red deer stag. So they're wider and they've got like kind of narrow points at the ends, and they I think when they fully grow on their own, they're kind of close to like 10 points, so like on 5 on each side. They've got this nice kind of, they're not even on both sides, they don't look exactly the same, but they do look very naturally like they're supposed to go together, if that makes any sense.
Perfect, absolutely. And as the light comes down, you all see Melu in this new form, their horns in this large pointed way. And Melu, you find yourself holding a weapon. You find yourself holding a weapon made out of this antler. It appears to be a spear. And I'll go ahead and give you I'll send you the stat block.
Okay.
All right, and sorry, one more time. What were the other 4? Because my brain is like not processing the letters.
Oh, one is a breastplate. Another is daggers.
Daggers. All right, that one I remember.
Staff with Celestial.
One's a horn,
Yeah, one is a horn.
like a
Yeah.
And then one's a staff with the Celestial, right?
That's leaning against the plinth that has the horn on it, I believe.
Okay.
Am I correct?
I think so.
Wait, was that 4?
What's ML?
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Aha!
Timbo, are you muted?
No, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I was just really quickly
Writing.
doing that. Yeah, the dagger is the top left, the horn is the top right, the staff is the bottom left, and the breastplate is the bottom right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's go for the breastplate then next.
Absolutely, go ahead and start those rolls.
Is
Sounds
the
like another
spear
Melu
somewhere?
item. It's in your hand.
Yeah, I meant like the sheet for it. The stat block.
Or
Oh yeah, coming right up.
Thank you.
First failure.
Oh no.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh, this is convenient.
Wow.
Hold on.
So I got the first lock, and then the second lock, I got my first failure on these, and I do not.
So I'm just going to show the horn to everybody.
Okay.
Melu, but why don't you read it?
Okay. So Ruvan's horn requires attunement. This +2 spear is made from the fallen antler of the previous chosen of Balinor. When wielded by the current chosen, it deals an additional die of radiant damage, and they may use a bonus action to convert the spear into a longbow, which requires no arrows and deals radiant damage. Bonus action to revert forms.
Oh my god!
shit!
Really cool.
Nice.
That's really awesome, Melu.
This is just gets gifts time.
I was trying to
deserve
one up my
gifts.
craftsmanship.
Wait. Actually, we have questions now. So it requires attunement, right?
Yeah.
How many items do you have on you that are attuned to you?
I only had one. So, I now have the ring and then the spear.
What about Facet?
Yeah, and then Facet's tiara.
Oh, is Facet attuned to me?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
I
But
believe
also,
Facet
have
is attuned.
3 attunements, right?
Yes, you can have 3
Yes, you can
attunements.
have you can have 3.
Okay. We might have to move things around with magic items.
I'm going to say in this moment, you can choose to attune to the weapon right now if you want to. If that means
Yes.
pushing something else out, then that's fine.
Okay, I will attune to the weapon immediately.
Okay, great. And so, Brennard, where were you standing? Which one were you working on?
So I was working on the breastplate, so I'm probably right about here.
Perfect. So, as you're working on this second lock of this is the second lock, right?
Yes, second lock. So I got the first lock with a 28, and then the second lock I got a 16.
As you're working on the second lock of the third pedestal, you hear that fateful crunch that you've been kind of dreading up until this point, knowing that you couldn't necessarily keep this up forever. And as the lockpick breaks in your hand, you feel like almost in the foundation of the room, kind of shuddering up and out the wall, and up from the ceiling you see a kind of like a chute kind of extend out, and from it produces a large construct creature. Everybody go and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Lovely.
So Brennard lets out a shit.
What the fuck is this little dude?
Oh.
It's just a funky little guy.
Oh, I
That
rolled
is
so
not a
poorly
friend.
on initiative.
It's cool. It's fine.
Oh, he did too,
You've
don't
got
worry.
nifty toys now.
I do have nifty toys now, don't I?
Yeah.
Wow, Sarah's ready to roll.
I was like, don't fuck with me.
Look, she had a nap. She is ready to fucking go.
And I think I'm just missing Melu. Oh no, I got Melu. Here we go.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm admittedly putting the item I just found into D&D Beyond. Of course, it didn't work the way it was supposed to, but I tried.
Sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick it off with the top. Sarah, you see this strange construct insectile creature descend from a chute as a security measure, almost in response to the crunch of Brennard's lockpick. What do you do?
She's immediately going to stab at it with her rapier.
Absolutely, go ahead and roll the hit.
Does that hit?
21 hits for 5 points of damage.
Cool. So that'll be 17 overall. Forgot I had Thirsting Blade.
Nice. You deal a huge amount of damage to this thing with these 2 attacks. It looks like it is barely being held together at this point. Anything more?
I mean, that's all she can do right now. So.
All right, great. That is going to make it Ellida's turn.
Get Ray of Frost on the thing.
Do it. Go to roll the hit.
Hey!
20 hits for 7 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
The construct explodes.
Okay.
Goodbye, little guy.
Cera looks up at the chute and she's just like, are there going to be more?
The chute is not closed.
We should do something about that.
Anything more for Ellida?
No.
Perfect. That is going to make it Brennard's turn.
Can I just keep picking the lock?
Hell yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll that lockpick.
Wait. Can you not, like, web up that chute?
I have nothing. I have 0 spells.
Okay, I'm just
every
asking.
level.
I am just asking.
Brennard is
I'm
set.
so sorry.
Yeah, no, Brennard has declined. Okay, that's a 23.
23 is enough. You hear the second lock of the breastplate click.
Okay.
Sarah's gonna
Excellent.
say, she's
And
like,
that
"You
is
have
gonna
to
make
find
it-
a way to-" Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, absolutely after you.
Sarah's just like, we have to find a way to close that chute.
I have an idea.
And with that, it makes it your turn, Melu.
Perfect. Melu is going to cast Levitate. And they are going to ball up their cloak and try and shove it in that chute.
Oh.
Amazing. I love it. Go ahead and make me just like a straight like dexterity roll to see how well you're able to like get up there and kind of shove it in.
Dexterity? It can't be a
Larry
strength.
Hippogriff.
Hold on, sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, okay.
Hey.
17. Just shove it on up there.
17, that's pretty good. So you managed to get your cloak pretty jammed in there, but you feel like you're probably going to need to stay put in order for it to remain blocking. Like you're kind of pushing your hands up into the vent and pushing the cloak there.
Okay.
So you kind of feel like you'll probably need to stay put in order to prevent any more from coming out of that chute.
Perfect. I mean, levitate lasts for a good amount of time, I think. So, yeah, I'll look down at the group and go, we have 10 minutes.
It's a long time. Perfect.
You hear that, Brennard? You're on a timer.
And as Cera says that, that's going to make it the scout's turn. So at this point, Melu, you feel something push up against the cloak with force, and you buck underneath it. You don't fall. You're still able to hold it.
Okay.
But as you're looking at the room, you notice 2 other vents pop down from the ceiling.
Oh, no. Guys? Okay, so this best laid plans?
Oh,
Oh boy.
Melu, your horns look great.
Thank you!
But they're not going to act. They're just going to emerge. And with that, top of the round with Cera.
Cera is going to snap her fingers, cast Eldritch Blast, and there is going to be a blast is going to fly to one of each of these scouts.
Perfect. The 19 hits. Go ahead and roll that second blast. And a 20 hits for even more damage. Very nice.
Yeah.
And she is going to move here. And that'll be her turn.
Perfect. These constructs appear to be, while heavily damaged by that blast, especially that 12, they're still up and moving as you move into position. Excellent. That is going to make it Ellida's turn.
Okay, we're gonna do a cheeky little firebolt on the one that Cera just hit.
I think Cera hit both of them.
Oh, that's right, she did. On the left one.
Absolutely, go to roll it. One, that'll do it. And I'm sorry, you said the left one, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one explodes as the fire makes contact with it. It just becomes a rupturing pile of slag on the ground. Excellent. Anything more?
No.
Perfect. And that makes it Brennard. Same as the first. Go ahead and roll that lockpick.
Get this last lock open, baby.
And that's enough.
All right.
The dome launches off of it magically, and before you see the shining sun glistening in the breastplate proper.
All right. And then can I ask my movement action, like maybe go here and like shove the breastplate and the dragon idol into my bag of holding, and then go back?
I'll say you can grab one of the items off the table and put it into your bag of holding.
I'll grab the dragon idol then.
Okay. The dragon idol slips into Brennard's bag.
Yeah, this breastplate also looks like a Melu item.
And with that, it's going to be Melu's turn.
Okay, Melu is holding a little guy in this vent.
Yep, he's squirming. He does not like you being held there.
They're going to Sacred Flame the other one, so it needs to make the one that's still in the room with them, not the one that's squirming.
Sure.
Dexterity save of 16.
Absolutely. As real quick though, is there a what's the physical component, like a hand gesture component to this?
Sacred Flame is vocal and somatic.
Somatic. So you need to use your hands for it. So I'll say you can do it one-handed, but the guy will get like a save to try to break free next on his turn.
I'm gonna put my head against the stuff that I have squished. No, I've got antlers. Never mind. That makes no sense. I'll do it one-handed.
Okay, absolutely. Go ahead and make that roll or post that. It's a save, right?
Yeah, it's a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
He makes it.
Oh no! So nothing happens.
Oh.
Alrighty. And with that is that it for Melu?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going to push it to the scouts' turns. The scouts are going to both do the same exact thing. They are going to electrify. So they like channeling down, like digging spikes into the earth, into this floor. You find that the floor is actually metal, is laced with metal, and the spikes, as they touch the metal, electrify. Everybody go ahead and make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw that's in contact with the ground. So Melu, the guy in the vent, he stabs through your cloak at you in order to try. So go ahead and make this dex save, but at disadvantage because you're directly in contact with him.
Oh no!
Oh, good.
So everybody that rolled below a 13, so Cera and
my
Melu,
inspiration.
go ahead and use the inspiration.
I'm just gonna let this ride.
Oh, it's just not in the cards.
So Melu and Cera, you both take 12 points of lightning damage as the electricity shocks into you. Everybody else takes 6.
Oh god, not 112. 12.
That shit hurted.
Ow!
Youch!
And that is the creature's turns, which is going to make it Cera, your turn.
Sarah's like, ow! Ow! She stabs at it.
Absolutely, go and roll the hit. 13 is just enough. Go and 14. Both are with that is enough. You smash it to pieces.
Didn't roll the thing. I mean, there's nothing else she can do, unless at this point we've activated the alarm. Do we just want to attempt to try and smash and grab the rest of these?
Probably. I would say so.
Yeah, I hopefully it doesn't get worse. I mean, but also that didn't work last time. We did like 30 damage to the glass and got nowhere.
It's like,
yeah, these things are probably very well guarded.
It's true, but also, it's worth a shot. Try and just break the glass.
Okay. If you want me to, remember you're telling me to do this.
I know that I'm telling you to do this. Like, do the thing.
And that makes it Elida's turn.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think about glass. Okay, I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on it in hopes that I can freeze it and crack it.
Do you have Shatter? For chance?
No.
I have Shatter.
You do.
I do.
I did once upon a time, but I switched it out.
Oh, I was about to say, I swore I
Oh.
remembered you casting it.
I did a long, long time ago.
Which one are you shooting at?
I'm gonna need to go that. Oh, the horn and the staff are like. Oh! Okay,
Go for the horn and the staff then.
I can do both at the same time.
I would say go for the horn, because I can try to unlock the staff from where I am again.
Yeah. Go for the horn.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the horn. I'm gonna go for the horn, and I'm gonna do Ray of Frost, and I'm gonna. Ah!
Oh.
So
Oh,
11's not
boy.
going to do it, but you do have inspiration.
Inspiration!
Perfect, go ahead and reroll.
Because I remembered the heat and the glass did not work well last time, and I am.
Hey, and that will do it. And we'll use the 7 from before. You chip at this dome of glass, making a dent into it. But you do see that it's a pretty dense piece of material. But you have made a crack in it.
Okay.
You needed a crack.
I guess that's it. I mean, yeah.
All right, excellent. And that's going to make it Brennard's turn.
Alright, I will scoop up the breastplate into my bag of holding, and then move here and start trying to unlock the staff.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make that sleight of hand. The first lock clicks.
Alright.
Hey.
I love how determined we are to get all of these items after
Listen, we need
after the fucking heist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
the
need
heist
it.
was-
We just-
After the heist, we're like, no.
This is our redemption moment. All right, that's going to make it.
We're getting all of these items.
That's going to make it Melu's turn.
Okay, Melu is a little done with this spiky lightning boy. And they just got the spear, so they are gonna stab straight up at it through their own cloak.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. And a 15 hits, go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Just to clarify, it does 1d8, right? Because it's a spear.
It also does an additional damage die of radiant.
Okay. I don't know if those went through. Oh no.
Or not.
It was a 6 and a 7. So, oh god, 13?
It's 13 total points of damage. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you jam the spear up through your cloak, and you feel it like cut into the construct's body, and you feel it do pretty significant damage as you pull back. It's still kind of wriggling, but it's kind of more disjointed.
Okay. That's all. They're just gonna stab.
All right, beautiful. And that is going to make it the construct's turns once more. the shoots are going to rumble. And Melu, you're going to feel greater pressure apply. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, as this thing is like pushing to try to get out. 15. That's enough though. You're able to like shift your weight just enough, maybe potentially even using your horns a little bit, like you mentioned, to try to like push that weight back. But as that occurs, the shoots to the left and the right of Cera, they shake once more, and two more of these creatures appear, and each time they've been generating out, these look fresh and completely like brand new constructs. And as this is happening, another vent shakes and opens from the ceiling, and you see another one appear. This one by Ellida.
Oh boy.
But they don't attack this round. They just generate, and that's gonna make it Cera's turn.
Okay, dog. Ellida, I'm so sorry.
Oh. What?
This is gonna suck for us.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
She's gonna cast Shatter.
Oh, she's gonna cast Shatter. 10-foot radius sphere.
Oh fuck.
Raymond's not gonna get caught up in it. Not unless you want a chance to duck out of the room, and then I can cast it.
It's fine.
You sure? Because you're gonna be the point of origin.
It's true. You could, if you wanted to, like Ellida, since speaking is a free action, Cera, you could be like, hey, to Ellida, you could tell her to move out of the room, and then you could hold your action, Cera, to be like, when Ellida moves. Yeah.
That's what I was suggesting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Sarah's like, hey, I need you to just get out of the room and get a good distance away from the door.
Okay.
Beautiful. And what does it look like as Cera does this, like, because you're readying the spell, right? So you're readying this, like, fastball special. What does that look like?
She just, like, her rapier just kind of, like, dissipates from her hands, and she, like, just rubs her hands together, and you kind of, like, see this crackle of, like, static electricity into this, like, ball shape, and she just tosses it right at where Ellida was just standing.
I love it. Excellent.
Lead a run. Lead a run.
And she casts Shatter right where Ellida was.
Sure. So I'm gonna make it so real quick. As go ahead and cast your Shatter. Ellida, as you run away, the little scout gets a little bite off on you.
Oh, yes.
So all of us, me and these little critters, we're all gonna need a take a wait. Constitution saving throw. And all the little guys, since they're inorganic, they all have disadvantage.
Ooh, very nice.
That's 7 points of damage for me, right?
Yes, and Ellida, you take 7 points of bite damage as the little critter nibbles at your ankles as you skitter away.
This isn't gonna also work on the two pieces of glass, is it? Just saying.
That's what I'm planning on.
Okay,
It does.
Cool.
So it looks like I see a roll up here already of 48. It looks like you did 24 points of total damage.
Oh, I meant to roll an extra d8 because I cast it at level 3. So that's my bad.
Oh, I think it actually included that because it's like it says higher level cast up there, and I think that's what that is.
It says roll 3d8.
Yeah, and then higher level cast plus 1d.
Oh yeah.
So it's 25.
Nice. So wow, 25 points of damage. The the glass dome holding. And wait, and it doubles the it does double damage to inorganic stuff, right?
Dismantle a non-magical item object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area. It doesn't say double damage though.
Oh, okay. So it still takes 25 points of damage. So that just completely decimates this construct. It's completely destroyed in that shockwave. Same with the magical dome above the angelic horn. It also smashes completely. The dome surrounding the brace of daggers, it looks very heavily damaged, but it's not quite smashed just yet.
And what about the two guys next to Cera?
Oh, and those guys are dead too.
Cool.
Those guys are super dead.
So I take half that. That will be 13 damage to myself. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's gonna be Cera's turn.
Great. Excellent. Oh, sorry. That would have actually been. It would have been Ellida's turn at this point.
Right.
Yeah, which is totally fine though. So Ellida, you've kind of darted out of the room. The shockwave went off, blowing everything to smithereens. You still have an action and move left.
Oh, I can move again? Okay.
Yeah, you've only moved 15 feet, I believe.
Okay, and then 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh! I'm gonna grab the horn.
Sure, absolutely.
Immediately runs back in and just like yoink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you hold the horn in your hands, you see that it is intricately carved out of silver. It appear like at first blush, it looked like it were angels, but now that you're like with your inherent like knowledge of religion, looking down at them, you recognize they are not only angels, but they are actually Valkyrie.
Oh! Whoa!
I'll break out the heart.
She's doing everything she can not to use the horn. It's fine.
Amazing.
She's gonna put it away. For now.
Beautiful. I love it. Anything more for Ellida?
No.
All right, excellent. That's going to make it Brennard's turn.
All right, I will try to open this lock again.
Go ahead and make that roll. That's enough for another click. The second lock clicks as you pick it just right. One lock remains on this one.
All right. So Melu, you're up.
Okay. Melu's holding these little guys in here still.
Yeah, and at this point you feel like there's enough weight that there's potentially two of them like blocked up at this point.
Okay. Question. Is Melu currently touching the one that shocked them?
I mean, you're kind of touching it through your cloak, but yeah, I mean, I think that, that counts enough. Like, what are you trying to do, like a touch spell?
I was considering it.
Yeah, I think you'd like. There's enough of its like little mechanical mandibles and legs sticking through that you'd be able to grab one fairly easily.
Yeah. Actually, I just looked at how many spell slots I have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something a little bit tricky. And instead use my Drow High Magic to cast Dispel Magic and see if that dispels the little guy that's up there.
Oh, nice. I love that. Go ahead and make me an ability check.
We're just gonna see if that causes them to stop functioning.
What ability check am I making?
Whatever your spellcasting ability is. So charisma.
Okay, wisdom.
Or sorry, wisdom. Sorry.
Okay. 15.
That is enough. So you, like reaching through, like you are able to find the magical source within the frontmost construct, and you snuff it out, like blowing out a candle, and it falls still. You feel there's another one, like, and it's immediately like relief. It's not as much weight to hold up, but you feel the other one behind it still kind of trying to get by it. But it's got this new obstacle of a dead one to deal with.
Okay.
Anything more?
Once I've done that, I'm actually going to start to back away, and I'm gonna pull the cloak out real fast as I do it. If that's
Sure.
cool.
Yeah, absolutely. The dead one falls to the ground, but the second one doesn't kind of follow immediately.
Okay, cool. Amazing.
All right, great. And that is going to make it the scouts' turns. On their turn, it does proceed to pop out of the vent. Same with the other two, much like it had up to this point. And now another one appears as well.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
But again, no action. Cera, your turn.
You want me to do the same thing?
Sarah's like, I'd rather not cast that again. Instead, what she's going to do is she's going to cast Eldritch Blast on the two that are beside Ellida.
Absolutely, go and roll it. A 23 will absolutely do it, but the 10 just glances off the metallic carapace. Carapace.
Carapace.
Therapist.
And yeah, she's going. We're just going to take a 5-foot steppy this way.
Perfect. That makes it Elida's turn.
Okay. I'm just looking for a second, see if I have any AoEs. I'm going to I'm gonna use Firebolt on the one that was already hit by Cera.
Absolutely, go ahead. Well, I think the one next to
because it's right
Cera...
next to me.
He's right next to you, yeah.
Correct. That's why I attacked the ones that were next to you.
Okay, then I'm attacking the one of them next to Cera.
You could also try to attack the glass that has the daggers in it, and we can just grab them and fucking run.
That's what I was wondering. Okay. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do... Cause that was my first instinct. So yeah, I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on the dagger case again.
Sure, go and roll the hit.
Okay.
Yeah! 13 is an... Wow, high roll on that, holy shit. A 13 is enough. In a frosty blast of ice, the glass just turns to shiny particulate, and you see the glowing dagger, brace of daggers sitting there, kind of ethereally clipping through the brace itself. I'll say you can use your item interaction in order to grab the brace as well if you want to leave it.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that too, just in case.
Absolutely. And I'll go ahead and put a check mark on it. All right, great. Anything more?
Do I have room to like leave the room?
Fuck yeah, you can boogie if you want. You can get out. They'll take attacks of opportunity against you, but you can absolutely gun it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Absolutely. One will take an attack of opportunity at you,
Okay.
but a 9 will not hit as its mandibles come down on air. Excellent.
Loser.
Oh my gosh.
We're trash talking the robots. All right. All right, and that is going to make it Brennard's turn.
All right, let's get this open. Get the last thing and get out of here.
Let's see it.
That is still a 20 total.
20 was just exactly what you need. You're you're under the gun here, but you feel like you know the moment of relief as soon as you hear that final click will be palpable, and it is as you hear the psh as the dome rises, and you see it is not actually a quarterstaff. It is the handle of a scythe without the blade.
All All right, I will grab that and toss it into the bag, and then I will
Just get moving.
up one space
Run.
at least.
Perfect. Alrighty. That is going to make it Melu's turn.
Okay. Have we grabbed the breastplate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna start. I don't.
Pardon me, excuse me. Thank you, coming through.
Yeah, I'm tempted to cast Spirit Guardians, but I feel like we're just gonna run. So I'm just gonna go.
Maybe hit one of the ones near us with a cantrip, just so that we can start to kind of get a path out without opportunity attacks. I don't know.
That's a good point. I will try the one that is to the right of Brennard. I will cast Sacred Flame. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
12, so I think that's a fail, right?
Yes, so it does. It takes 14 damage apparently. I rolled real well.
Wow, very nice. Yes, and that deals a huge amount of damage to this thing. It looks like it's barely functioning at this point.
Cool. They're just gonna. Can I move through Brennard and?
Yeah, absolutely. You can totally move through your allies. Totally.
Yeah.
Cool. 10, 15, 20. I'm just gonna go for it. 25, 30.
Sure. They are going to take one attack of opportunity at you.
I'll
Or sorry,
take it.
2 attacks of opportunity. The one from the vent and another one from the hallway.
Perfect.
So a 20 and a 13.
Those both hit.
The 13 hits? Really?
Yeah, their armor class is only 13.
Okay.
Wait,
fair
what?
enough.
Oh,
Melu's wearing leather armor.
Melu, you just get torn up as you're exiting. You take 20 total points of damage.
Oh.
Or sorry, not 20. My apologies. 18. I can do math.
I cannot.
It's maybe. Do I not have their shield equipped? Is that the issue? Nope, they have their shield on. So yeah, 13.
Okay. Yeah, so they're just gnashing at you as you're gunning it out of the room. The air is a little heavy with Melu's blood by the time they escape.
Oh.
I was like, I'm fine. Running.
And that is going to put us at the scouts' turn. The scouts are going to move forward and just start to go to town. So there's going to be 2 attacks at Cera, both at advantage. 3 attacks at Brennard, 2 at advantage, 1 at normal.
All right.
No, both of those attacks are going to be at disadvantage.
Right, fair enough.
Which just means they're regular, honestly.
So.
Oh my
sorry.
god.
It's a disadvantage though. Here we go.
No, because if they have advantage and disadvantage, it cancels out.
Oh right, so it's just right. So it's just flat. So
A straight
the first,
roll.
So the first one crits on you, Cera, for
Oh,
14 points of damage.
Mhm.
Woo! The second one doesn't crit, but it deals 8 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Sarah's going to go down.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Damn, and with that jolt of electricity, smoking Cera
Like,
falls
that's
to
going
her
to take me
knees.
to just -1.
Just -1. So okay, so yeah, so at -1, you just you don't track negatives. You just drop to 0 hit points. The only time that it matters is if you go negative to your maximum hit points. But yeah, so you're just at 0 right now. As you drop, Sarah's kind of smoking, electrified body sizzling as they hit the ground. And then the attacks coming at Brennard at I believe these are at advantage and 1 at normal.
So the 9 misses, 22 and 21 both hit. Damn.
So that's going to be 18 points of damage. Is Brennard still up?
Yes.
All right. And that is going to put us at the top of the round. Cera, make me a death saving throw. So just a flat D20.
Oh god.
Doop-a-doop-doo.
It's fine. They'll be fine. She'll be okay.
Wow, you fucking crit!
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
That's 2 successes, or do you get up? I forget.
No, they
You
come
get
up.
up. You stand. Sarah on the ground, sucks in breath as you regain consciousness. You are prone right now, but you're awake.
Oh my gosh.
You get a turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's the best part.
Yeah, spend an action getting up.
Oh no, it's actually only half movement to stand up.
Huh.
Get out of there!
Yeah, I could try that, however.
I fucking.
Oh boy.
I mean, like, I don't have any HP, so even if they, like, fucking hit me again, like, I'm just gonna go back down.
Yeah, since there's gonna be
Yeah.
4 that get opportunity attacks against you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any spells that might help you get out?
You can also you can use a disengage action in order to prevent attacks of opportunity on you as well. You would only have 15 feet of movement, but you can do that.
I mean, 15 feet of movement's fine. It'll put me right where Melu is.
Yeah, and you
I'm
can inhabit the same 5-foot square as another character. You just will be at disadvantage for rolls and advantage to it. Things attacking you would have advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and disengage, and
Good.
just gonna
Amazing.
scooch right on over here.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. And with that makes it Ellida's turn.
Fucking. Okay.
That was wild. I can't believe that. Holy shit.
No. Right, where's my ding dang? Hold on. Let me see. I have something and I need to remember how it works. Wait,
Hey,
where'd it go?
Question. If we throw all the shit that we took out of the closet back in there, does it turn back into a closet?
I mean, that's a great question. The door is currently open right now, and you see Brennard on the
Uh-huh.
other side.
Sure. I'm just saying, if Brennard comes through, what if me and Melu just, like, shovel all that shit back in there?
No, we could try.
Anyone remember if I used healing hands last time? Because
You
I
did. You used it
I
for
did.
Cera.
You did.
It's okay. I have healing spells. I'm a whole cleric.
I also have a healing spell.
well, I don't trust you to use it on yourself.
Why? I
God.
use healing spells on myself all the time.
Literally the first 5 sessions, Cera only healed herself.
Well, right now
That's
you
true. That happened
haven't-
in the very first session. I remember that.
The very first session, I was like, oof.
Oh, I'm thinking. This is a tough one. Let me see. Okay, Ugh. Can I move up to Cera and try to pull her backwards?
Sure. If Sarah's okay with that, I would say definitely.
You're gonna let me do that?
But why?
To get you out of the fucking range, you ding dong! Because I love you!
I mean, Brandon's gonna get out of there, and we're gonna close this
No,
door.
You're coming with me. Goodbye.
You can try.
Yeah, I want to pull her.
Oh
back.
boy.
Do you resist?
Yes.
All right, go. Ellida, go ahead and make me an athletics check. Sarah, you can make an athletics or a acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh.
The power of friendship is too strong, even for Sarah. And Ellida grabs your hand and pulls you just like wherever. You're moving at half speed because you're kind of grappling. I'm saying you're grappling Sarah in this moment. Grappling her with friendship.
Yes.
All of me.
How far can I take her?
You have half movement, so I think you use like 5 feet moving up, so you can move her like 5, 10 feet.
Okay, I'm moving you back this way, girl. That way.
With me.
You're almost dead. You gotta let me help you.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably an aspect of it too, right? You're like you're kind of in a weakened state right now, Sarah. So you're just like, you don't have enough energy to really fight back properly, right? Anything more for Ellida? Is that it?
That's it.
Perfect. Brennard, you're surrounded by robots. What do you do?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to try to shock and grasp this one.
Sure. As a friendly reminder as well, you can also disengage too. That's a thing you can do as well.
Gonna be like right behind me. I'd be in the doorway pretty much. So I'm gonna try and take him out in bolt.
Okay, go for it. Go in and roll. The 21 totally hits.
All right, and then I get 1d8 from my firearm too. So that is 17 damage on that one.
Yeah, and that's totally enough. That one explodes.
Okay.
That one was pretty hurt.
All right, run. Take
Okay,
this.
Yep, there's going to be 4 attacks of opportunity. I think 2 of them are going to be at advantage too, due to where the positioning is.
Miss. Okay.
Let's go.
Fucking
Yes.
Amazing.
10 out of 10.
Through the automated jaws of death, Brennard is able to dip, duck, and dodge out the door. And I think in this moment, as you're stepping through, we get to Melu's turn. Melu, you see the nasty gnashing robots coming towards you. The door handle glistening in the light. What do you do?
I am closing that door. I know we were gonna try and throw things into it, but it seems like a better idea to close and lock this door.
I have one other idea if that doesn't work.
Okay, they're gonna like throw it closed really quick and like press their back against it and hold it with all of their strength.
Beautiful. And as you shove the door shut, the door closes, and you tense on the door, bracing and expecting it to, like the robots to slam up against it. But it doesn't come. A tense few moments passes, and there's nothing. There's no impact on the door.
Good. Melu will just be like, I think they're gone.
Okay,
I'm looking at the door to see if I can lock it.
There is no lock on the door.
Is there any chair or anything or something that we can use to like put on the handle?
Sure. You could totally like. There are chairs around, and there's like a small, like little bookshelves. You totally can.
Okay, can Ellida just do that then? Grab a
Yeah.
chair and just put it on the handle, just in case.
Yes. Y'all bar the door.
Just in case.
Just in case. All right, excellent. And that puts you out of combat. Good job, everybody. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have a question. What are people's opinions on things, right?
Sure.
So, Prayer of Healing. Do you think you can also use it on yourself?
You do always count as an ally, so if it says it's X many allies, then yes.
It says up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see.
Yes, you can always see yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
True. Alright, cool. Yeah, Sarah's just gonna pop up Prayer of Healing.
I was like, are you okay? I can heal you too.
I'll be fine.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so we all get 10 points of healing? Is that what's happening?
Everybody gets 10.
Everybody gets 10.
Brennard is up to 19.
Melu is, for the sake of it, since they just watched Cera go down, they're just gonna also hit you with the healing word.
You know what? That's fair.
8!
Oh, I have 18 hit points now.
Good. That's something.
Yeah.
Well, you should
Technically, you have
19, right?
yeah, 19, because you would come back with 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah,
With
yeah,
the
yeah,
nat 20. Yeah.
With
Yes.
the same HP, Cera.
This is still less than half.
All right, excellent. But yes, with your bags filled with lucre, y'all find yourself back in this memory room. What's the plan from here? Or maybe we could take a small break right now. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, perfect. We're gonna take we'll say 10-minute break. We'll be back at let's say 8:40. So a little bit like 13 minutes, 13 odd minute break.
Sounds good.
Okay. 8:40.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back. Hello, Guilders. Welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for hanging out. I super appreciate it. Thank you again to everybody for being here during our momentous finale. I super appreciate all the lurkers, chatters, raiders, everybody supporting the stream and all that stuff. Thank you again so much. If you are out there in Twitch land listening to my voice and enjoying all of my collective cast voice, and you've been loving the show and you want to support us, you want to support this kind of stuff, you can. If you're feeling ever so generous, you can of course go to the cast tips page where all tips are split evenly amongst us all, which is just a fantastic way of saying thank you for producing such fantastic entertainment. But it's never expected, but always appreciated. And with that, let's go ahead and dive back in. So we find the party barricading the door to the janitorial closet, fearing robots may emerge. Hungry for their blood and items that they've just stolen. Cutting back to the group, what do y'all do now that you have your bags filled with this pilfered lucre?
Ellida's gonna bring up the staircase.
Yes.
We should
That her and Melu saw.
probably distribute everything first.
We should maybe take a little breather as well. Just a suggestion. Just a little one.
Sure, so y'all want to take like a short rest?
That was what I was suggesting, was that we could spend some hit dice if people wanted to do that. But if we don't want to do that, we can skip it.
I don't think I have any short rest bonuses. I'm good. Either way.
I'm literally the only one I think that gets mostly anything from short rest here.
That said, Domino, if you would be ever so generous, what we could do if we do a short rest is you could donate spells to my spell storing ring that I now have.
Why would I do that?
Because you can get them back on a short rest, and
Yeah,
you
but
can...
what? Why?
Because then I'll have spells. But okay.
Please, sir, spare some spells. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I mean, if you don't want to, if it's too much of a chore.
No, it's fine. We can take a short rest, and I can donate a counter spell and a prayer of healing word to you.
I would also love any offensive spells, since I am an offensive spellcaster.
Oh, you want an offensive spell?
I'm an offensive spellcaster with no spells left.
Cool.
Is it?
You can have a counter spell, and you can have. You want Shatter or you want Hunger of Hadar? Choose one.
So wait, just quick point of clarification. Is it giving, Brennard, is it giving you a specific spell, or is it just giving you the slot? Like, is it just giving you like a third level slot?
I have 5 levels of spells I can put in here, and they are cast at the spellcaster who puts it in spellcasting modifier in DC.
Fuck, that's awesome. All right, cool.
I also have a lot of slots, miss.
The thing is, Dom gets them back on, like, a short rest, and you don't.
Oh,
so
I don't. Okay.
If Domino donates them and then takes a nap, both of us have the spells.
Yeah, but I have to, like... I can't donate any spells right now, because I've used up both of my spell slots.
Oh, never mind. I thought you had those available. That's what I was suggesting.
No.
Oh, no, then let's not.
I just use them in that encounter.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you had those left. That's why I was like, yeah, why don't you donate them? Then we can nap and you get all of them back.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, never mind.
So short rest, everybody? Short rest?
Yeah, because I'm still very low HP.
Yeah, that I was thinking it was more about hit dice, so.
Sure, and there's plenty of lounging chairs in this small space. Yeah, everybody go in and feel free to roll hit dice as y'all kind of relax. The thump never comes against the janitorial closet. It remains silent.
Cool. Can I look at my horn?
Absolutely. Are you like trying to identify it, or are you just like observing it?
Also, don't forget to add your con modifiers to your hit die. That's
Also true.
Yes.
Thank you. I always forget that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know if I've ever done that. But
When you take a nap, you can heal HP by spending hit die. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
oh, okay, not me. You're good. All right. I would like to. Both. Can I identify and observe it?
Well, identify is like a spell that you cast.
Oh,
I think
have
Brennard.
identify.
I think Brennard has identify, right?
I have no spells, Timbo. We have gone
Right.
over this.
Right. But it's a ritual, right? And you can ritual cast.
I have to use a spell slot for rituals.
Are you serious? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
artificer rituals work like that.
That's terrible. That makes like literally no sense for artificers. What the fuck? I think I
Yeah.
knew that too and was angry about that as well.
probably.
Observe it. I'm gonna do a religion check on it.
Yeah, go for it.
Religion check. Okay. Hey.
Nice.
I'm just gonna say that was the identify spell. So you like just hold it at a certain angle and you like recognize it from a book that you read once, and you recognize it as a horn of Valhalla. So basically, you can blow into the horn, and Valkyries heed the call of the horn blower. And on a game turn level, you can use your action to blow into the horn, and it will summon an amount of warrior spirits that follow your command that last for a little while or until they die.
Oh. That's very cool.
Yes, but you do know that you can only do it like once. It's got a little bit of like a cooldown on it, right? It can only be used every so often.
Okay. Ellida's gonna show the group it and be like, does anybody want this?
What do you mean, does anybody want it?
Like, if anybody wants to, it can summon, like, Valkyries.
Well, that seems really up your alley.
That does sound like an Ellida thing.
I have Facet, so... Now you have little friends.
Oh.
It's kind of a big friend.
Facet is a big friend, but she's small when she's a crown.
It's true.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could keep it. I also wanted to see that staff, too. I don't want to take too much.
Sure. I mean, I'll say that you can have like looked at that over a small period of time. You can sense that the staff, it looks like it would require you to be attuned to it.
You said I had writing on it in Celestial, right?
Yeah.
And Brennard has it, right?
Yeah, I can take them out while we're like sitting around for an hour or two, taking our break.
Yeah, Alita's gonna be like, here, hold this, and I want to look at this.
I'm also, I don't know if I can do this while also spending my hit dice, but I would love to like try and guesstimate non-magically what they might do.
Sure, I think that's fine. So, Ellida, go ahead and make me a religion check about the Sunblade. What one are you examining, Brennard?
I'm interested in those daggers, I think.
Sure, you go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
What?
Ugh. Brennard is very tired.
Oh no.
You're not, Ellida, you're not 100% sure what it says in Celestial. You definitely get that this is like, whatever the prayer is, it seems to be about specifically like hunting and defeating fiendish entities, right? Like it's like this is divine wrath, almost personified. And Brennard, with the Arcana, you're not sure. You've never encountered a weapon like this before. You get the sense that this the Bracer of Daggers requires attunement, but you get the, like with the 11, you can tell that the wielder of the daggers would have some form of control over them, but you're not 100% sure what that would look like in practice. But they would also require attunement.
Is there any way I could figure out, or get a sense of who would be best using these items?
If you don't take the fucking stuff.
I don't feel bad taking 2 items. I want to make sure I don't take 2.
You're a loot goblin in games. You can be a loot goblin in like this game too. It's fine.
Right.
And there's 6 items, right? So
he's literally one of the
sites.
sites
Haven't you been asking for the holy scythe since like day 1?
I just want to make sure I don't want to overtake anything.
Melu's like, Ellida, it's fine, just take it. I have this spear, and they're probably gonna throw that breastplate at me. You're not the only one who ends up having 2 things.
And you also have a ring.
And I also got this ring.
But what does Cera have?
Devilish good looks.
See, do you want the angels? Do you want the Valkyries?
Cera should take the bracers. Cera seems like the type to use daggers.
Sarah just kind of like looks at Melu like,
debating on
okay.
Potentially the breastplate, depending on what it does, but then again, Melu also might need it.
Yeah, one of us will take it.
Melu sounds like they need a breastplate.
I'm fine.
Daggers, staff. Oh, and then Melu got the spear. That's right.
Yes, they're holding the spear.
The staff and the spear. That's why.
Yeah.
Brennard, what do you have?
What do you mean? What do I have?
What items are you taking?
I don't know. I think everyone's claimed them.
Exactly. You want angels friends? You probably need some friends, Brennard.
Wow.
Shit.
I mean, besides us, it would be cool.
Brennard has a whole gun that's like a little guy with him.
And a homunculus.
His gun is like his little guy. It's so good.
I also have a homunculus and a cannon, yeah. But
I was about to say, you forgot the homunculus.
Melu's tired.
Depending on how the dagger things work, they might be good for her. Hey, another tip. Thank you, friends.
Thank you.
Holy cow, thank you so much, everybody. I super appreciate it. Incredible.
Brennard, you sure you don't want this cord?
What does the breastplate do? Do we know yet?
Not yet. I can try to roll on it.
Sure, go ahead and make me another Arcana check. 16. Again, you're not 100% sure, but you feel like this armor has some form of magical enchantment that would make the wearer hardier than your standard breastplate. You also get the sense that the sun, while ornamental, probably has some kind of secondary effect. And due to the holy nature of the facility that you found yourself in, you probably suspect that it also has an extra effect against fiends or undead or something of that nature as well.
Yeah, this definitely seems a Melu kind of deal. Seems to hurt fiends and undead.
Melu's like, can anyone else wear a breastplate?
Sarah looks disgusted by the idea of wearing a breastplate.
We were just talking about how Melu needs armor too. This is perfect.
Right?
Melu's like, all right, I'm taking it. I'm putting it on. And they start
Okay,
taking their
good.
leather armor off and start putting the breastplate on.
Good grief, so difficult.
Meanwhile, Brennard's in +1 mithril half plate.
So Melu, as you begin attune to the armor, as you begin to put it on, you recognize that this armor will also require attunement.
Melu pauses and goes, okay, slight problem. I have too many things that I'm supposed to attune to. Sarah, do you want to take Facet?
Sarah goes, I'm full up on attunement right now.
All right.
Oh.
What are your 3 attunements?
Dark Shard Amulet, Ring of Mind Shielding, Displacement Cloak.
Okay. And what are Melu's?
Amulet of the Devout, Ruvon's Horn, and Facet's Tiara right now. I could maybe potentially drop the Amulet of the Devout. It's just kind of nice to have a +8 on all of my spells.
+8 is a pretty big deal.
Well, it's a plus. The Amulet of the Devout gives me a +1, so it'll make it a +7 instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the weakest.
Yeah.
Thing.
I'll take that off, and I can put the breastplate on. Is there a sheet for the breastplate?
I'm gonna. Oh, it's coming.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm just gonna. I was gonna share this with y'all eventually, anyways, because I figured that like there would be a moment of downtime where Brennard would have the opportunity to, you know, identify using rituals, which I've learned that isn't the case. But I'll just go ahead and share this with y'all.
Oh.
So here's all the stuff. There you go.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my gosh. This does not work in dark mode. Why are you like this, Roll20?
Oh no! I can't even imagine that.
It's literally black on black. Like
It
come
is,
on.
yeah. I've been reading like this the entire time. I've gotten a bunch of items tonight.
I gave up because when I ran Vampire the Masquerade, the dice rolls were literally invisible.
Oh gosh.
And it's like, oh, okay, I'm glad this is programmed on a tan background, but you still just change the dice color to white. So the daggers would still be dexterity attacks, huh?
You could, well, if it was a ranged attack, yes. Which is kind of the whole deal, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would have an alternate stat, because I only have a +1 dex.
Oh man, those daggers sound like they'd be really cool for you, Brennard.
But with that, I'm going to say that your hour passes uneventfully. If anybody wants to attune to any of these magical items that require attunement, you can feel free to do so.
The horn. I guess I'll take the horn, and I'm going to, because reading up on the Sunblade, I do think someone with a long sword or short sword proficiency might be able to get better use out of it.
You've literally been asking for a scythe
Since like session 1?
since before we started this campaign.
It's fine!
You know, I think that, like, you don't have short sword proficiency? You don't have, like...
I have quarterstaff
You don't.
and crossbow and
Short sword-
dagger.
You should have martial weapon proficiency.
I do not.
Maybe not martial weapon. I'm going to go ahead and say that you have proficiency with this weapon.
Timbo literally made it for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, this one is like, this is specifically for you, just like the
Yeah.
arrow was
Sorcerers-
specifically for Melu.
Sorcerers are only proficient with daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and crossbows.
Then honestly, that's an oversight on my part.
That's so
To be
cool.
fair, it's a scythe. Just make it count as a quarterstaff.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, then does somebody want this horn? Who didn't get something?
Me and Cera didn't.
Shouldn't one of you guys take the daggers?
Yeah,
They're not
one of you
really
needs to
good
take
for
it.
me. I don't know if they're good for Cera at all.
I mean, she uses her dexterity for her attack. I mean, I can take the daggers.
Oh, well, you're a hexblade, so you can also use your charisma for your attack. That's why I was like, wait, I have no idea if
Yeah,
Cera has a good
exactly.
dex or not.
She's got decent dex.
And the way the daggers are meant to work is it's kind of meant to be, as long as you have them orbiting you, it's meant to be like an additional attack, right? So you'll be able to make those 2 normal attacks with your packed weapon, and then you'll be able to do another attack as part of that same action. So you technically would get like 3.
She'll go ahead and take the daggers and she'll strap the brace of daggers to her thigh.
Perfect. Yeah, and you feel the attuning to the daggers. You feel like a pull to them, like you can manipulate them almost mentally, right? Like you feel the sense that if you wanted to, you could pull one straight to your hand from the brace. You could throw it, and you could pull it straight back to you if you wanted. You feel like you have pretty good control over it as your attunement becomes complete. Same with you, Melu. As you attune to the breastplate, you feel kind of your soul fill the breast of the armor itself, and feel that detailed sun. And as you do so, you feel like you could do the effect of the armor, right? You feel like you could expose that soul and damage undead and stuff.
Yay!
All right, and
Cool.
I guess I'll take the silver horn then.
Okay. Here you go. Here's your friends. Some more friends.
So I guess I'll not attune to my Dark Shard amulet anymore.
Oh.
We have 3 attunement slots, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Cool.
I feel bad that Brennard made Melu this thing and they're not using it.
Oh no.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'm sorry.
I made this for you.
I didn't expect Timbo to throw like 4 really nice magic items at me.
Well,
You're exceedingly interested in getting into all those little vaults, which I'm here for, to be honest.
We really were. We really wanted to be in there.
Alrighty, so your short rest comes to a plan. You all have kind of licked your wounds a little bit, and you find yourself quite a bit healthier than started, and attuned to some sweet new gear. What's the plan?
We should probably go through the staircase that we saw through the wall.
Yeah, I think that might be the way up. It was probably how Father Sanguine got down here in the first place.
Yeah.
So,
right.
we'll lead the way?
Beautiful, yeah. We'll just kind of segue this part a little bit. Y'all head back through the dungeon, back through charted territory at this point, before you find yourselves at the edge of that chasm and the stone walkway heading up into seemingly the ceiling. Y'all step out onto this edge and head on up.
Yes. Melu's in front, I feel like. Because I can see the best.
I'll find a way to add these daggers to the character sheet.
Perfect. Yeah. So y'all head on up the this walkway. It's kind of like these stairs are not perfect by any means. They are pretty hard carved into this rock face, but they're serviceable. And with y'all's dark vision, you have an easy enough time ascending to the top. As y'all do so, you'll like the opening of the chasm is beside you for a good period of time, a couple hundred feet or so, but then you'll find yourself ascending back up through just hard stone, and you all find yourself, funnily enough, back in Father Sanguine's church. You find yourself emerging from the small passageway behind a shelf of his. Hold on, let me go ahead and expose this. Just for fun.
Just for funsies.
Just for fun? Oh!
And y'all clamber out of this small crack in the wall that was secreted behind
Oh my god.
a chest of drawers.
Well, this is interesting.
Huh.
It explains a few things about what Father Sanguine said, though.
Yeah. I guess we really didn't have to spend all that time fixing it, huh?
I mean, he's not coming back, so we kind of did.
Brennard's got a point.
Amazing. So where do y'all head from here? Y'all are back on the surface level. It's still like late night, though I would say that at about this point, maybe there are a few streaks of the sun starting to rise over the edge. What do y'all do in this moment?
Do we have time to sleep?
We could always sleep on the ship on our way back.
That's a good idea. Let's get on the ship.
What did we want to do about what Brother Bobby said?
You mean with Viola?
With the idol trading?
Well, we've got to get our quote-unquote idol first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I imagine y'all are having this conversation on the way to the airship docks.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Ellida just looks a little nervous, but
We'll get her back.
Y'all make your way quickly to the airship docks. In the dead wee hours of the morning, Lord Flamekeep is quite still, and y'all are able to get through the city unmolested, taking the lift near the High Church, and before arriving at those airship docks, you find Trap is there with Amelia. The airship is geared up and ready to go. And it looks like they've been basically preparing in anticipation of your return. And as soon as you step foot aboard, as soon as the final member steps foot, they basically immediately set off, heading straight towards, straight back to Sharn. At this point, everybody can feel free to take a long rest. There is going to be several days of travel, like at least 2 days of travel, as this is going on.
Oh, thank God.
So everybody go ahead and heal back up to full. Go ahead and replenish all those spell slots, and get all your hit dice back.
okay. And I get my sorcery points back, right?
You sure do.
Like everything. Okay.
Do we get all of our hit points or hit dice back? I thought
Normally you get half, but
Get half per
it's
day,
fine.
yeah.
Oh, half per day. Okay, just numerous long rests. What's happening?
Yeah, y'all are gonna have like multiple long rests back to back. So, and most of the time I give everybody full hit dice back anyways, because I think it's fine for the most part.
That's fair.
Over the course of this day, the couple days, into the first day of the journey, as y'all are heading along the airship. Let me change the music real quick.
Oh.
Ooh.
On your first day of the airship voyage, it's fairly quiet. Y'all are kind of resting and recuperating, using your new gear and getting acclimated to it. Who has the sending stone? Cera?
Cera does.
Cera, you receive a message from Zed. It's a pretty short. It's fairly short. When you click on the scry stone, Zed goes, first they ask for a situation report. They go, how goes the mission?
We're on our way back. We have what we're looking for.
Excellent. Excellent. Please make sure that, please ensure that your first stop is at the hideout. I have something that I wish to speak with the group about.
Will do. Will do.
Zeb will give a nod, and the communication will just shut.
What?
Oh, never mind. Keep going.
Oh, Sarah's like, well, Zed's eager to talk to us.
Well, that's a good sign, right? Maybe
Sure.
it's a bad sign. I can never really tell with Zed.
It'll be fine.
Hopefully. On one of the days, Melu will go to Ellida and, of course, be like, do you want me to try to talk to Viola?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have anything in particular I should say to her?
Can you tell her we're coming?
Yes. Okay. Melu will cast Sending. And they will start with, hi. Ellida says hi. We're coming for you. We're going as fast as we can. Are you doing okay? Are you in the same spot? Has anything changed?
So I think you run into words that, are you in the same?
Oh boy.
Oh.
That's fine. I tried.
Viola responds, doing okay, surviving, hope to be reunited soon.
That's good.
Concerned about cult movements. And that's all you'll get.
Okay. I will relay that to Ellida with she's excited to be reunited with you. She's concerned about cult movement is what she said. So she might be being moved. But that could be because we're supposed to meet with them.
Well, we haven't set up anything yet, so unless they know.
Oh yeah.
Unless they know.
Oh, that's a good question.
I would also say, so y'all stole the map off, the blood map off of...
Yes!
Yeah. Galadriel, yeah. So, so you still have that as well.
And Elida's like, fuck, I forgot about the map! Oh my god!
Oh, the
She
map?
did that. Yeah, the map. Yeah. So because she's been using Galadriel's bag. And she takes out the map to look at it.
Yeah.
Not that she's using Galadriel's bag.
She is, because I'm coming for you right after the scene, Cera. I'm coming for you right after this fucking scene. Anyway.
Don't touch me, I got a halo of daggers now, leave me alone.
And looking at the map, you do see there is a cluster of blood spots over in Sharn.
They're in Sharn. They're in Sharn. Oh my god, they're in Sharn.
Who's in Sharn?
She's showing Melu the map.
Can someone above table remind me what this map shows?
Oh, sure. So the map was linked to Galadriel and the individuals in his cult that he had marked. And so basically it shows their movements on the map via spots of blood. It doesn't label them specifically, but it will show the locations of agents, right?
Okay, perfect.
Do you think where's we have to get to Zed if
I mean, that's the only thing we can do.
Sarah's thinking, and she's like, you don't think they have the location of the hideout, do you?
There's no way, right?
Can I look at the map and see if it's close to the hideout?
Anything's possible.
It's a little tricky to tell because it's like a big region map, right? So it's not
Yeah.
like it's got the specific districts of Sharn specifically labeled. It's kind of generalized, right?
I don't like that.
They could. I think we need to be careful when we go back to the hideout.
You should always be careful.
But I mean extra careful.
Maybe we should be careful about being followed. Maybe when we get back, we should all break into different groups. Or not different groups, but maybe... No, actually, yeah, we should probably go into groups and go back to the hideout at different times in different groups. Maybe even disguise some of us.
Well, it'll definitely be hard to track me. Ellida... Well...
Yeah.
I think you've already got your disguise covered.
Oh. Can
You are blue.
Can we undo this? I would like to have
Melu-
a disguise.
Melu's like,
also looks different than they usually do.
I guess that's true.
They also found me before.
As we're having this conversation, Melu will, since they've been reminded of it, cast Lesser Restoration on Ellida.
Sure. Is Lesser Restoration a touch spell?
I believe so.
Yeah, and as you're gripping like Elida's hand or her arm or wherever your hand is making contact, it almost is as if you're leeching the blue from her skin, and the blue is kind of like almost sucked into your hand as her natural skin tone shines through.
There you go.
God, thank you. Now what about the cloak?
I don't know about that one.
Fuck.
I might have removed curse, actually. Hold on, let me look.
Hope is your best friend.
I do. Hold on. Melu will be like, do you want me to undo the curse on the cloak?
Yes.
Melu will cast remove curse.
Sure. Which breaks the attunement on the cloak. The cloak sloughs off of your shoulders, Ellida, like onto the ground, almost as if like a slug, kind of just like gooing onto the ground, right? And it forms a very disgusting color as it kind of just sits there. I don't want to say sad because that's a little bit of a personification, but like you could tell it's maybe not happy.
You hurt its feelings.
Sorry, cloak.
Alina's just gonna stare at the cloak and just be like, I'm sorry, I just can't.
That cloak just wanted love.
Cera, I need to give you your backpack back.
No, it's yours. Keep it.
No, but I have this other one. Just take it.
Yeah, why would you want to carry around the backpack of your abuser?
Because this is yours.
And I gave it to you. Look, I'm not going to use that backpack at all. So, it's better off in the hands of someone else who's going to use it and use it to the best of its ability. It's a very well made pack. It shouldn't rip, but it's just going to waste away in the bottom of a trunk if you give it back to me. So, it's better in your hands.
Okay. I mean, it's really, really nice. Where did you even get it?
Well, it was given to me by my parents before I left.
Your
For the war.
parents? Oh.
It's the last thing they ever gave me. They didn't get to see me much when I joined House Jarasco.
Oh.
And yeah. It's a little too painful to hold on to, but I think it deserves a second life.
You know what? Okay. Yeah, I'll take good care of it.
I'm sure you will.
And let's set the other backpack on fire, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's gonna switch out her stuff right then. Ugh. Okay. Okay, back to what we were talking about before, real quick. I am concerned because they found me in Sharn, and I don't know how.
That's a good point, actually.
I think I probably need to use that sending stone.
Wait, isn't it possible you might have also shown up on the map?
Mm.
Can I look at Brennard's saying that? Can I look at it and see if I'm on there too?
Go for it.
Yes. Looking at the map, you do not see like a point of blood floating over Brayland.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Then we need to make it on our own terms then, right?
I think that's a good idea.
Only a good idea.
We can tell them somewhere to meet us. That way they won't be trying to follow us, maybe?
Yeah. The fake dragon idol, Brennard. Maybe we should go there first.
Yeah, that's easy enough. It should
So say
be
it.
delivered to one of our safe houses.
Still
Okay.
say it's a good idea to split up.
Yeah,
Yeah, in 2 groups of 2.
I think we have to.
I agree.
So with this plan in place, the rest of the time passes, and before you know it, y'all find yourself in the in the air docks of Sharn, rather. And so, what is the exact plan? What are y'all intending?
Oh, wait, can we just... No, okay, we fly into Sharn, we don't fly into the hideout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
No.
fly into Sharn.
Okay.
I think what we should do is we should have a team that's going to drop off. Well, it's a possibility that the hideout is compromised, but
Mhm.
we also want to try and get this into Zed's hands immediately.
I think we should have Cera and Brennard take the dragon idol, take the package to Zed, and Ellida and I should go in an entirely different direction to like a marketplace or something to just spend some time. Because I think if they're tracking us via Ellida.
I think that we should hear me out.
Mhm.
I think that Brennard should go to collect the fake dragon idol.
Yeah.
I think that Cera should go to drop off the real one. And I think that Melu and Ellida should go run distraction somewhere.
Should you guys really go alone, though?
Should we? Probably not. but it's harder for them to scry and track Cera.
That's a good point.
We just go with Brennard then until we get the thing, and then we can split.
Well, why have everybody together?
Yeah, I guess.
That's a good point. I think Sarah's right, and you and I can go create a distraction somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So we go in 3 different directions.
Yep.
Split
Okay.
the party.
So with that, with y'all making landing in the air docks of Sharn, y'all set off in 3 different parties in 3 different directions. So let's go ahead. We'll start.
Is it
Let's go
possible
with-
for you to make another bag of holding, Brennard?
No.
Damn it.
Trust me.
That's a
I
great
almost
question,
was like,
actually.
should I get rid of this one?
That's a great question, actually. So, Sarah, you have this 3rd dragon idol, right? Brennard, are you giving Sarah your bag of holding, or are you just giving them the dragon idol?
Ooh, that's tough because I'm going to pick one up. So like, I guess I could put it in
Sure.
like a cardboard box for mine.
Okay, yeah. So you just hand the
I'll
bag
give-
of holding
Yeah,
off.
I'll give you the bag of holding for now.
Perfect. Okay. In that case, so let's go ahead and we'll do. Let's do Melu and Ellida first. So Melu and Ellida, y'all head off in a direction. I assume with the intention of like making, like calling Brother Bobby and setting up the deal.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, probably set up with Brennard when we were gonna do the transfer real quick.
Yeah. I think maybe we'll walk somewhere fairly public where like
Yeah.
a lot of people can see us. And then, be in a place where no one can really hear us, but we can be seen.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you say when you use the sending stone?
So Ellida's just gonna be like, ugh. She's just gonna be like, I will have the idol in instant approximate time here.
Let's say
That
like
gives-
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah. 2 hours. Meet me. Where you found me before.
You remember where they found you before?
In the alley. Well, that's where they took me before. So meet me where we last met. And bring Viola.
Okay, perfect. Brother Bobby will respond in his tone of voice. He'll say, "Excellent. I had similar plans. I will see you in that alleyway in 2 hours' time with Viola." And then it will just end.
Well, let's walk around a little more for a while.
I should have made sure that they kept her alive. I don't.
Oh, we talked to her just the other day. Do you want me to message her again?
No. It has to be as soon as possible.
A quick point of order: is this the same day as the day that Melu used sending to talk to Viola and all of that?
Now, we'll say that
Okay.
it would have been a couple of days of travel, so we'll say that this is it's the morning of the 3rd day, we'll say.
Okay.
Oh, and sorry,
the 3rd
let me also
day.
say, as y'all were traveling over this, using the airship as well, Melu, Facet, in crown form would have, the pace and the beating of the light would have increased exponentially over this time frame.
Good.
To the point where it looks almost like a little bit like a beating heart at this point of light. And with that, we're gonna cut over to Brennard. Brennard,
actually, sorry,
yeah.
interrupt, but couldn't Melu, like on one of the days of the trip, have prepped comprehend languages?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You could have had a whole conversation with Facet.
Wait, no, I don't have that available to me.
I think it's a first level spell for everyone, isn't it?
Okay, hold on.
Might not be.
I might have thought it was higher than it is. No, I don't have it.
Oh, never mind.
It must not be for clerics.
Wow, I just went through. It's on every class except cleric.
Really?
Wow.
Okay, never mind.
It's all right.
That is odd, though.
That is very odd.
But with that, we shift on over to Brennard. So, Brennard, you're heading over to House Kenneth, right? The House Kenneth workshop. Perfect. Yeah, and when you get there, you see... What's your mentor's name again? I'm sorry, it's slipping my mind.
Yeah, so my mentor is Jatoba to Kenneth, and then my cousin who did the work was Roaring to Kenneth.
Right. You, as you're making your way in, you run into Jatoba, and she goes, "Oh, it's good to see you. I heard about the commission with Roarin, and based on the looks of it, I thought it might be shadows related."
Yeah. We're trying to recreate something that we've been hunting down.
Sure. I was a little nervous having something like that in the shop. So as soon as Roarin completed it, I had them send it on over to the hideout. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, it's non-magical, so I don't think it should be an issue. But it's more replica than anything.
Sure. I totally understand. Of course, yeah. Is there anything I should be concerned about?
No, I think we're doing good.
Jatoba takes you at your word. She trusts you, and she goes, "All right, great. Well, it's good to see you as always. If you need anything, just let me know."
Always. And so he will head over to the hideout.
Perfect. At which point we cut over back to Cera. So Cera, you make your way into the hideout. It's been a tense kind of journey from the upper platform of the air docks to the hideout itself. You've been ducking in dark alleys and kind of avoiding main thoroughfares, but you make your way to the hideout unmolested, and you see Zed's look of little surprise as you enter in alone, and you hear her say, "Where's the rest of the group?"
We split up. We thought it pertinent to not all be in one group. Our adversaries, as you know, have seemed to find a way to catch us at every turn.
That's true. That does seem prudent. I would agree. I had information actually regarding Ellida's request. I was hoping to speak to her.
Sarah raises an eyebrow. I can be sure to pass that along to her.
Zed will get a consternated look and will as if they were kind of hoping to speak to Ellida, but they will say, oh, okay, this is important, and I trust you to spread the information to them. At which point Zed will pull from underneath the counter a similar looking piece of crystal as the crystal that was in the memory machine in the reliquary dungeon, and will say, "I found something in the memory vault. I don't know how else to say this, but before I was your handler, before I was the Shadows handler, I was Viola's handler. She worked with the Shadows. And as she was on mission, she had responded to me, asking me, after she had embedded into the cult, she had reached out to me and broke protocol, asking for me to give permission, the Shadows to give permission to extract Ellida and to pull her out of the cult. However, before I even had the opportunity to respond, somebody busted into whatever location Viola was in and was kidnapped and was captured. And I had no choice but to watch. And I guess this was so painful for me that I had this excised. And she holds up the crystal, and like you can see almost in the reflection of a facet of the crystal, you can see that memory playing out. Like you can see from Zed's perspective, her holding a scry stone and talking into it, and the little holographic projection of what you assume to be Viola playing out like over and over again on loop. And Zed will continue and say, I didn't know of this until recently when I went back to the memory vaults, and it turned out that this was part of the reason for my early retirement, because this was so fracturing to me, and I felt like Ellida should know.
Cera puts a hand on Zed's paw. Hand? Sure. You know,
yes.
Whatever Zed has for digits. And she's like, I'm so sorry. But thank you. I will make sure that Ellida gets this information. And for a split second, she completely forgets why she's here, and she's like, wait a minute, where are you going to put the idol?
I was going to put it into our vault where we normally place materials of a dangerous nature.
And is that vault on site?
No, it's on a secondary location in order to keep it more secure. Even I don't know where that goes. It leads off to another location via. It's part of the system, right? It allows for. It allows for an additional level of security.
I understand. I don't have any real reason to think this, but you don't think that the shadows could have been compromised at all, do you?
Zed will think for a moment and will say, I don't believe so. The reason why I wasn't able to find this information so readily is because it was kept from me, and normally memories of your own are kept from you for that reason of you had them excised, right? Right. So I had to do a little bit of an additional digging in order to find this information, which is why it's taken me so long. But I don't believe that the shadows themselves have been compromised. Viola was a recruit, an agent, but they didn't have access to this level of information and this level of intel.
Gotcha. Do you want me to give that crystal to Ellida?
Do you think this would give her some peace?
I just think that it's going to give her the necessary motivation to steel herself to do what we're about to do.
Zed will offer you the crystal.
Sarah's going to take it, and she'll produce the bag of holding. She'll put the crystal in there, and she will pull out the dragon idol.
Perfect. Yes, and pulling at the dragon idol, Zed will quickly take it from you, and before taking it into a back room, like securing it. Excellent. At this point, I think Brennard probably arrives onto the scene, coming in through the secret door.
Second one here so far.
A bow?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said second one here so far. To like as he comes in and sees Cera, and doesn't see Ellida and Melu yet.
Yep. You're number 2.
So apparently, Jatoba delivered the you-know-what here.
Oh?
Oh yes, I was wondering what the delivery was. Zed will point to a small box over in the corner.
Brennard is going to open it up, and he will touch it and cast Nistel's Mystic Aura on it to give it a fake enchant. So it looks like the real deal.
Perfect. And it does, like, almost as if applying that aura, especially with after seeing the real thing, you feel like it's a pretty apt replica.
Looks good. Looks good. It should do the trick.
All right, beautiful. With that, do y'all sweep up the fake idol and then head off to, I assume, what would have been a point that y'all would have talked about meeting up at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great. So we'll just do a segue to that part where y'all grab the idol, we'll run out the door, and y'all meet up at like a local location, somewhat near the alleyway. It's about 15 or so minutes before the meetup, let's say. So y'all have a little bit of time. So we cut to y'all kind of maybe let's say y'all in a local park.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like Melu is standing very pensively next to Ellida, going, I'm not sure I had prepared the right spells this morning. I'm kind of worried about it. Just like rambling about their spells and what they prepared.
Oh.
We're gonna have to make it look like I'm alone. There's no way.
Oh, I don't really have anything good for that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a big ass, Brennard says. As he's kind of probably doing like almost like a quick draw on his firearm just to practice with it.
Yeah, they're not gonna trust that. They need to believe that I betrayed you guys.
Okay, well, we'll hide. We're in a... I mean, we can let you go ahead of us.
Yeah, you just need to act like you're part of the closest crowd that I don't know. You'll have to hide.
Melu will look at Cera.
Before we do, Zed wanted me to, well, she wanted to talk to you herself, but considering everything, that wasn't possible at this moment. But Zed found something in the memory vault.
What?
It's a memory that Zed herself had excised, and it's well, she fishes out the crystal and she hands it to Ellida. Viola used to be a part of the shadows.
Oh. Elida's gonna look at the crystal.
Well, she was part of the shadows before us?
Yeah, Zed was her previous handler. And apparently Viola gave the signal to have Ellida extracted from the cult, and that's when she was taken. And it was a memory too painful for Zed.
Oh my god.
That's wild. And she never mentioned that to you, Ellida?
No.
I mean, if Zed had the memory removed, then Zed would have had no way of knowing.
Well, I don't mean Zed. I mean, oh my god.
Viola?
Thank you. My brain literally went, sorry, you're gonna forget the name that was just said. It seems like that would have been something she told you, especially since, you know, we're trying to rescue her now.
Ellida's just quiet. What exactly does she see when she looks at the crystal?
When you look at the crystal, you see the final interaction, or you see a series of interactions between Zed and Viola. One of them is in person at the beginning of the mission. It seems to be an intel drop. It seems like she's filling her in on what's going on. The next couple of ones seems to be fairly standard reports about from Viola, talking about her integrating herself into the cult, as well as getting to know you, finding out more information. The final message, though, the final memory is of Viola communicating to Zed, saying that there's been a mistake that's been made, and that while the cult is centered around Ellida, she's only the face of it, and she's being manipulated, and basically she's like requesting authorization in order to pull you out of the cult via any method necessary, in order which would basically cause the cult to break down. And as this is, before Zed has a chance to respond to this request, you, like from off screen, you hear like a door being busted down, and like Viola is grabbed and like pulled off screen.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ellida, are you okay?
Why did she just... It's not fair.
What's not fair?
That Zed could just forget.
Yeah,
Why did she try to save her?
I mean, if someone's taken, and she may not have had a way to save her.
Why did she just forget? She's still alive.
Ellida, I mean, I'm not condoning Zed's choice of handling their emotions, but sometimes things like that can be really hard. Especially if you feel like there's no option to actually do anything about it.
I'm there for like 2 years.
As y'all are talking about this and kind of puzzling it out, you hear the beginning of the chime of a local clock tower as the time for the meetup comes near.
Well,
Give me the idol.
Brennard will hand over the idol, but his kind of final words of warning, I guess, or maybe not warning, but his final words to Ellida are, you know, Ellida, sometimes there are memories you just don't want to remember anymore.
She just looks Brennard in the eyes.
And he'll let the statue go.
Amazing. Ellida, do you secret it into your bag or something like that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Shoving it into your bag, you walk at a brisk pace away from the group and towards the alley. What does the group do as the leader struts off?
As stealthily as we can, I feel like we follow, right?
Sure, go ahead and make me stealth checks as y'all kind of attempt to secrete yourself into the shadows and various fixtures throughout the city, right?
Yeah, that.
Melu.
Say the word
Excellent
secrete
path.
yourself.
Melu is going to be as far back as they possibly can.
Go, Brennard!
The
Good job.
stealthiest Brennard has ever been.
Oh, how cute.
He's
Oh!
a very stealthy boy.
There we go, fuck it up. Oh, God,
Oh
pretty
my
good.
god!
Our
Oh, nice.
system 0. He went to stealth and he tripped over a box.
Character development, baby.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, excellent. So y'all all secret yourself away into various little nooks and crannies of the city. Brennard, you get, like, seeing a position, you get up high and get, like, a little bit of, like, an eagle-eye perspective on everything that's going on down on the alley.
Brennard learned how to be sneaky. Go, Brennard.
Ellida, you strut down the alleyway, and it's quiet, but the chiming of the clock tower is still happening. And as the chiming comes to a close, coming from around the corner of the alley, you see the same impeccably dressed man, with flanked by Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie. Also in rags, her arms bound. And her arms and legs bound, and you see Viola is being half walked, half dragged behind them.
Hello,
And-
impeccably dressed man. Hello?
Yeah, it's the fancy man.
Yeah.
And he's been wearing this drip the whole time. He looks great.
Yeah, no, it's great. There should be some kind of reaction, shouldn't there?
Oh, yes, and there is. You definitely get a reaction, and you see him react too, right? And the first thing that he says is, I could tell your little friends are about, even if they're not making themselves visible, but that's fine. I'm guessing you have the idol?
She takes it out of her bag and it's like, I told them not to follow me.
Great. Yes. Excellent. Go ahead and put the idol on the ground and step back about 30 or so some odd feet, and we'll let the girl go.
Give me her first.
We'll do a trade-off. How does that sound?
She just glances at Viola like real quick.
Viola is blindfolded.
Oh no.
But she looks towards your voice, and you can see even with the blindfold on you, she has an astonished, hopeful expression on her face.
Okay.
All right. Brother Bobby pushes forward with Viola, like kind of dragging her under the arm. He walks up to you and puts a hand onto the dragon idol. What do you do?
I put a hand on Viola.
And as you do so, he takes the idol from you and he gives you Viola, and he walks back to the group with the idol in hand. The fancy man takes the idol and he examines it closely. He looks at it very intently, like looking down at it, before smiling, satisfied to himself. And he says, "Excellent. It's been my pleasure doing business with you." At which point he does his classic trick and he opens the door and steps through it, disappearing into nothingness. Sister Maggie.
How
to,
far away are we, the stealthy ones?
We'll say y'all are like 30 feet out from. We'll say y'all are like 60 feet out. Y'all 30 feet away from Ellida, and Ellida was like 30 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fancy Man will, if unstopped, he will step through the door and disappear. Sister Maggie, as if waiting for that cue, will drop a fog cloud onto the group, and at which point, like, their vision will be completely obscured, even y'all up in the high areas. and they'll all just scatter. They'll just run.
Everything in me was telling me that we should have just stopped them right then and there. We could have just ended this campaign.
I mean, we could try to.
Yeah, we could.
I was just checking.
I mean,
distance first.
They've disappeared. They've left us.
Yeah, Fancy Man has gone through the door. The door shuts behind him, and it disappears, dematerializes.
I mean, he took the fake one. I feel like this was a success, and we should get Viola to safety before we do anything else.
I agree. I was like going back and forth, but I think that is the best.
That's fair. I'm just like, oh, we could have clapped all three of them.
All right, perfect. And as the cult dissipates, Ellida, what do you do? You free Viola's binds?
Yes.
All right, yeah, taking the blind off of her, removing her gag, cutting her bonds. She just, like, seeing your face, she just grabs you and she breaks completely. Like, she just starts crying onto you, and she's apologizing, just constantly. You kind of need to, you almost, like, not pick her up, but you kind of, like, guide her out of the alleyway, back to where I assume the group is kind of waiting for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. Ellida's just like, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe now. It's okay. It's okay.
She's just apologizing over and over again, saying, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Melu will walk up and be like, "Are you hurt at all?"
Yeah, we need to get her help.
Melu's just gonna.
You don't understand. I'm okay. I'm malnourished, but you don't understand. I promised them. I promised the prisoners that I would go back for them.
Oh.
Oh boy.
We'll get them too. We'll get them too. I'm not gonna let them get away with anything ever again.
There's no time. You don't understand. They're now that they have everything that they need, they will be unstoppable.
Oh, about that. We should maybe clue her in now.
That wasn't
Let's
real.
get somewhere safe first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trust me. It's gonna be okay. I'll explain in a second. Okay?
You promise we're gonna go back?
We're
gonna go back for the other prisoners?
I promise.
Okay, and Viola will go with you to wherever you take her. If it's into the park or into a local eatery, she will follow you wherever.
You gotta get her some food and some clothes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we should probably try to head back to the hideout, right?
Oh, so Ellida can give Zed a piece of her mind?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I was just gonna smash cut us. We smash cut to the hideout. Y'all are entering in through the revolving door. Viola looks maybe a little confused, but says, "And this is the Golden Shadows hideout?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They recruited me.
I never wanted you to get caught up in any of this. I'm sorry. When we met it the first time, it was under false pretenses.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh.
What do you mean?
I mean, as a Golden Shadow, you must understand that there's all kinds of bad things that happen in the world, and people need to stand up and stop those things.
Yeah.
But sometimes operating in the light doesn't work, and I was one of those that operated in the dark. I was just a shadow. I wasn't a golden one.
Viola, I don't think you're not a golden shadow just because you use any means necessary to protect people.
No, you don't understand. There's a sister organization to the Golden Shadows. The Golden Shadows, they take all the big cases and they make a big splash. But we as the Shadows, we act within their shade and do the things that they can't do because they have the public eye. I was one of those.
Are you telling me that you dealt in wet work?
Are you telling me that our secret organization has a more secret organization?
Well,
Are
that
you
makes
saying
sense.
that you were trying to kill Viola? Or, sorry, are you saying you were trying to kill Ellida?
No. When I was sent initially, I was just investigating the Order of the Perfect Peace. They came up on our radar as, just being a little too convenient, always appearing in the place where they were needed the most. So I was sent out to do an investigation to find out what was happening, and what I found was somebody that I ended up falling in love with was being manipulated by some unsavory forces.
Oh, well, that also doesn't seem that bad. I'm still confused why you're acting like this is the worst thing in the world.
Because you don't understand what they said that they would do to those prisoners down there. We have to save them. I promised them.
Can
Where
you
are
tell
they?
us more about what their plan is? We've only got a brief idea.
I'm not 100% sure. They were pretty quiet about what their plans was, but I know it's not good. I might be able to lead you down there, but they did something to me. They cast something on me that I'm scared to try. It might hurt me.
What did they what do you mean? What did they cast on you?
I don't know, but even thinking about trying to remember how to get down there, it hurts. I get a piercing head and a piercing pain in my head.
Okay. You remember when Melu was rambling about how they felt like they prepared the wrong spells?
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Could we use the blood map?
Yeah, I have Galaxiebot's blood map. We might have kind of killed him and brought him back. But
We don't need to explain that right now.
yeah,
Maybe.
He's alive. It's fine.
Yeah, he just
we
has
didn't-
one less arm.
We didn't do anything wrong. It's fine. Anyway,
blood map.
Also, Ellida, she just told you she works for the dark side of our secret organization. I don't think she cares that you killed someone. I'm just saying.
No, it's true. Galazrio was clearly a piece of shit.
Also, we've killed so many people.
yeah,
In
at this
fact, he's
point,
one of the only people we didn't kill.
yeah, Sarah made it pretty clear when we got back that we probably should have left him dead. But
And
You
while y'all
did
are
know.
having this conversation, Melu, the crown on your head, Facet's tiara, has started to glow even more brightly. The heartbeat has ramped up, and at this point, the crown projects off of your head, lands onto the ground, and Facet is just standing there in front of all y'all. The heartbeat is glowing pretty vividly inside of their breast, and they point, but they're not pointing south anymore. They're pointing down.
okay, Facet, come with me. And I take Facet to Zed. And I go, Zed, do you speak primordial?
I know a little bit of Ogwin. That they say that it's all the same root language, though. Why do you ask?
Amazing. Facet, please explain to Zed what you have been trying to tell me. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean. And it's stressing me out.
Facet will do the thing that it's done a couple of times now, where it grinds its crystalline arms together. And Zed does its kind of like nodding head, like it's like yeah, and Zed says, I only was able to understand every other word, but it sounds like something is up. potentially time, potentially, and Zed kind of gestures to the room, potentially everything. It says it needs to be somewhere.
Okay. Melu will look at Facet. Can you tell Zed where you need to be?
Instead of responding in Primordial, Facet will turn and begin walking towards the door.
Melu's gonna chase after Facet and look at the group and say, "You know what? I bet you this is related. Let's go. Come on."
Are you
And they're
still
just-
trying to communicate with this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, it seems to understand what you say, right?
It seems like Facet does in fact understand me.
Have you tried yes/no questions?
Yes? Maybe? I mean, what yes or no questions is gonna have? We need to know where Facet is going, and a yes or no question is not gonna help that.
Facet, are you going where the prisoners are, or where this fancy man is?
Oh, that's a
one
good...
blink for yes, 2 blinks for no.
Facet doesn't pay any attention to you. Facet walks towards the spiral
Okay.
door, and instead of going through it like a normal person, just smashes through the wall and
Facet!
is on the opposite side.
What?
And they continue to walk.
I'm so sorry, Zed. And then Melu keeps chasing after Facet.
I'll fix it later, I promise.
Ellida, we gotta go.
I can't leave her.
I'm okay. I recognize this. They have safe houses like this for the shadows. I'm sure this is safe, even with the door busted.
She'll be safe with Zed. It's okay.
Ellida will sigh and guide Viola toward where Zed is. And be like, you cannot fuck this up.
Oh, she's so sassy.
Zed will look at you, Ellida, dead in the eyes, and will say, "I wouldn't dream of it."
Oh, right, before we go, you also have to protect this, and Brennard reaches into the bag of holding and pulls out the plan.
Zed looks at you, Brennard, and goes, "I will protect it with my life."
Thank you.
It's for Melu anyway.
Perfect. And it sounds like everybody guns it out the door after Facet follows.
Yes.
Yes.
Real quick,
Yes.
Real quick.
one more thing. She's gonna tell Zed to make sure that Viola eats. And then she's just, please give her something to fucking eat. And then she's gonna be like, she's gonna look at Viola and she's gonna take her face in her hands and just be like, you saved me. And I'm gonna save them too. Okay?
I believe you.
She has like some tears in her eyes and she just gives her a kiss on the forehead and then just lets her go. She's like, I'll be back, okay?
Pulling away, you see tears welling in Viola's eyes as well, but they haven't crested, as if she's holding them back. And she doesn't say anything more, she just nods as you make your way out. Amazing and perfect. With that, we are going to take our last break as we head into the finale here.